Good morning, everyone. I'm Amanda Griffin, the director of Lancaster County Academy. And on behalf of the staff and students, I want to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony. Today, we gather to celebrate a significant milestone, the graduation of our students. This moment is about more than just earning a diploma. It's about recognizing the personal victories of each graduate who has overcome challenges to be here today. At LCA, our mission is to foster success in the face of academic, personal, and sometimes self-imposed obstacles. Every diploma is earned as a testament to our students' resilience and determination. Thank you for joining us today. To honor the hard work of our students, we are here to celebrate not just the end of a chapter, but also support those who help make this moment possible. No one graduates alone. Behind every graduate are people who believed in them, encouraged them, and provided opportunities along the way. Graduates, you may take your seat. Today, I would also like to recognize and thank the members of our LCA Joint Operating Committee and the participating school districts. Since 1993, LCA has existed because educational leaders across Lancaster County believe that every student deserves a pathway to success. Your support and commitment have allowed us to continue providing opportunities for these students who benefit from a different approach to education. To our school board members and district representatives, thank you for investing your time to our students and the future of alternative education. At this time, I would like our Joint Operating Committee to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And while we recognize leadership, I also want to acknowledge the incredible teachers and staff of LCA. Our team is more than just teachers. They are mentors, problem solvers, and supporters who go above and beyond. They're also the ones answering the late night emails and texts, offering encouragement when it's needed, and ensuring that every student has felt seen and heard. They meet students where they are and they believe in what they can become. Please join me in giving our LCA staff a well-deserved round of applause. While today is certainly about celebrating graduation, it's also an opportunity to reflect on the students' stories that brought us here. When people hear the words alternative education, they often make assumptions. They picture students who can't succeed somewhere else, but we see something different. We see students who kept showing up, students who came to school after difficult days, students who balanced jobs, family responsibilities, and challenges outside of school while continuing to move forward. Students who refuse to let one chapter define the rest of their story. One of the things I love most about LCA is that we meet students where they are, but we never leave them there. We challenge you, we hold you accountable, we support you, and sometimes we even annoy you. But it comes from a place where we have an expectation of more for you. And today, that proves that you were. As you leave here, remember this: your path does not have to look like everybody else's. Some of you are heading to work or college, some are going to training programs or the Marines. And some of you, like the rest of us, are still figuring it out. And that's okay. Us adults are figuring it out too. What matters most is that you keep moving forward. Keep showing up, keep learning, keep surrounding yourself with people who expect more from you. And most importantly, remember that who you are matters more than any title, paycheck, or accomplishment you may earn. Be dependable, treat people well, do what you're gonna do. To the class of 2026, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. It's been an honor to watch you reach this moment. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what comes next. Before we begin calling our graduates to the stage, I would like to recognize a few students for special achievements earned this year. First, we are proud to recognize Brody Longenecker as the recipient of the Michael Clare Award Scholarship. This award honors students who demonstrate leadership, character, and a positive impact on those around them. Over the past 2 years, Brody has become a leader within our school community, whether helping with the setup, supporting classmates, or encouraging others to stay focused. We are proud to recognize him with this award. Brody, please stand and be recognized. We would also like to recognize students who participated in the Manufacturing Access Program, or MAP, through our partnership with Mantech and Thaddeus Stephen College of Technology. Through this program, students explored careers in manufacturing, visited local companies, and worked toward industry-recognized certifications. Please join me in recognizing our MAP participants: Bo Espenshade, Lily Hetherington, Caitlin Miller, Matthew Snyder, and Darian Taylor. Please stand to be recognized. As we continue through our celebration, it's my honor to introduce our first student speaker, Ella. Over the past 2 years, we've watched Ella grow. What started as a quiet, reserved student quickly became someone who brought humor and positivity to our school and community every day. Ella balanced work, school, and the responsibilities of graduation with tenacity, and we are incredibly proud of the young woman she has become. Please join me in welcoming Ella.
Dear fellow graduates, I would like to start by saying congratulations. We have finally made it. The last day of school. No more assignments, no more tardiness, and no more routine. As we continue on to the next stage of life, we get to take all of this knowledge with us. Good luck to all of you and the future that you will build for yourselves. Now, I would like to recognize all of my kind and caring teachers for helping the class of 2026 and me to thrive. As an alternative school, nobody here enjoys school or the work that you have to do. However, these teachers have made learning fun and interesting. Thank you for all dedicating yourselves to our success. You do not get enough credit for the work that you do. I hope future students will realize and understand that you are truly trying to help them. I remember my first experience with Miss Kristen at the beginning of last year. My assignment was to write an argumentative essay. Throughout the writing of the paper, Miss Kristen and I butted heads a lot. I remember being so confused because she always said act like a kindergartner was reading the paper, when at the end of the day, a kindergartner was not reading the paper. She was. Then, I always thought she was nagging and or taking her job way too seriously. Now, as I stand here in my cap and gown, I realize she taught me how to professionally communicate ideas, how to give presentations and speeches such as this one, and how to present myself with the potential she always told me I had. At the end of the day, I had to admit to myself that I needed their help. These are skills that I will carry with me all throughout life, and I can proudly say that she was the one who taught me. These people standing with me on the stage are not just teachers, but friends as well. They care about you and your success and believe you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. So, with that being said, good luck to the class of 2026, good luck to future students, and farewell to my teachers. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you all.
It is now my honor to introduce our next student speaker, Darian. From the moment Darian joined our community, he brought creativity, personality, and authenticity to our community. As a talented artist, Darian always found ways to express himself and bring his unique perspective into the classroom. Beyond his creativity, we have watched Darian persevere and remain committed to graduating, and we are incredibly proud of all he has accomplished. Please join me in welcoming Darian.
Well, there are a lot of you. I'm going to try my best not to make eye contact, but good morning, everyone. Today is an important occasion for us all. Family, friends, and LCA graduates alike have gathered in the basement of this church to celebrate a chapter of this amazing story. As we sit here in caps and gowns, it's difficult not to think about the journey we took to get here. The late nights, the cold mornings, the stress, the laughter, and the stories we'll carry forever. Graduation is an insane milestone that some of us are probably just processing because genuinely it is. There was miscommunication at times, procrastination at others, and sometimes assignments had just barely missed the mark. But through it all, we persevered and worked alongside our amazing staff, and now we all get to walk across this very stage in our weird wizard robes and say, "We did it," before walking off and waiting very patiently to go home. None of us made it here without any help, as we had our teachers to lean on. The people who taught us as well as guide us through these mildly annoying and slightly frustrating hoops we had to jump through, of which there were many. Despite all of that, though, I believe I speak for all of us when I say we enjoyed our time here with all of our hearts and everything that came with it. I will always remember the many fun times I had under this roof. The support and guidance we received from the staff made a long-lasting impact on all of us. One of the most memorable examples was from our English teacher, Kristen Staley, who spent so much time making me revise incorrect essays, like this one, that I genuinely considered giving up on English altogether and choosing physical labor instead, in which I did. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, and to you it might be slightly mundane, but to us it was a life-changing experience and a fantastic show of character by the people who brought us here and pushed us to be the best we could be. After all this, we get to go home and start a new journey to our dreams, hopes, and aspirations, proudly as class of 2026 Lancaster County Academy graduates. The future is ours, my friends, and from the bottom of our hearts, congratulations, and thank you for coming.
As we continue, it's my honor to introduce our last student speaker, Melanie. Just last year, Melanie sat in this audience watching her sister stand at the podium and give the same speech to her graduating class. Today, it's Melanie's turn. Throughout her time at LCA, Melanie has been a constant source of support and encouragement for the people around her. She has faced adversity with grace and continued to push forward to reach this moment today. We are incredibly proud of all she's overcome and all she's accomplished. Please join me in welcoming Melanie.
Good morning, teachers, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class. Today is a day that we all have been waiting for. It feels exciting, a little scary, and honestly hard to believe that we made it here. Graduation is more than just receiving a diploma. It represents years of hard work, challenges, memories, and growth. Our journey was not always easy. We faced stress, pressure, and moments where we doubted ourselves. But through it all, we kept going. We learn lessons not only from textbooks, but from mistakes and experiences that help shape who we are today. There were mornings we did not feel ready, days we felt overwhelmed, times when life outside of school weighed heavily on us. Some of us faced struggles that no one else could see. And yet, despite everything, we kept showing up, we kept trying, we kept moving forward. At Lancaster County Academy, we learned more subjects and skills. We learned resilience. We learned responsibility. We learned that growth does not happen when life is easy. It happens when we choose to keep going, even when things are hard. To our teachers and staff, thank you. Thank you for your patience, your guidance, and for believing in us during moments when we struggled to believe in ourselves. You saw potential in us and helped us become more stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the future ahead. Thank you for encouraging us to do better and reminding us of our potential even when we could not see it ourselves. And to our families and loved ones, tonight belongs to you too. Thank you for the sacrifices, the support, the rides to school, the encouragement, and the love that carried us here. You stood beside us during the difficult moments and celebrated our success no matter how small they seemed. As Amanda said, as we move forward, we take different paths. Some of us will go to college, some of us will go to trade school, some directly into the workforce, and others may still be figuring things out. Success looks different for everyone. What matters is that we continue to work hard, stay true to ourselves, and never give up. Class of 2026, this is not the end of our story. It is the beginning of a new chapter. We will carry our memories and lessons with us wherever we go. So today, let us celebrate how far we have come and look ahead with confidence and determination. Congratulations, class of 26, we did it.
Thank you to all our student speakers. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ryan Axe, our superintendent, whose contributions to education and the dedication to our student success had made a significant impact on our community. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Axe.
Morning, everybody. It's a great day to be part of LCA for sure. So in my role, it's unique because I get to work with the other superintendents that send kids to LCA, and I get to visit at least once a month. And what's really enjoyable for me when I visit is I get to know the kids, ask them how their progress is going. They're super friendly, always willing to tell me kind of what's going on with them. I don't know if it's because I bring candy most of the time or you just enjoy talking, but it's great to get to know them and to get to see where their success lies and where they're flourishing here at LCA. I talk a lot about the ripple effect with people, and there's a ripple effect of the school districts being willing to commit to LCA and have spots for you. There's a ripple effect from our staff that are so committed to all of your learning, and there's a ripple effect of all these people here that love and care about you. The ripple effect that you're paying forward is your success here spills out to the kids that come here in the future. And that's been happening since the 90s, and the direction this program is going is unbelievable now. So I want to thank all of you because your commitment and your will to get this done is paying it forward to LCA kids way beyond your time. Like I said, this started in the early 90s. So I want to say congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to all of the families. LCA kids, it's time to go be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Axe. Today is about the students seated before us. At this time, we are proud to recognize each graduate and present the class of 2026 with their diplomas. As each graduate comes forward, a teacher will share a few words about their journey at Lancaster County Academy. Our first student will be Ella from Cocalico. Ella was the very first student I met with when I stepped into my role at Lancaster County Academy. At that time, she was very quiet and reserved, but over the past 2 years, we have watched Ella completely come out of her shell. Ella brought humor, positivity, and just the right amount of sarcasm to our school community every single day. She has a way of not taking life too seriously, and somehow she always managed to remind the rest of us to not overcomplicate the day. I know I will personally miss coming into work and finding messages on my desk from Ella that rated my pen selections. Whether she was making the staff laugh or showing off her new nail design, Ella brought an energy to LCA that made it feel brighter. And while she kept us laughing, we also watched her grow tremendously this past year. Ella truly took learning and her future into her own hands. She secured a job at the mall, balanced work and school responsibilities, and remained committed to completing her credits and graduating. One of the best things about Ella is that she reminds us that success does not always have to be loud. Sometimes it looks like quiet consistency day after day. Ella, we are incredibly proud of the young woman you have become, and we cannot wait to see where your life takes you next. Although I think it's safe to say that wherever you go, your nails will always look better than mine. At this time, we recognize Natalie Lane Burkholder from the Calico School District. Amanda Lowry will be sharing remarks about her.
I have some props with me today. Today we celebrate achievement, growth, and the incredible journey that has brought all of us here. But this morning, I'd like to take a moment to speak directly to one student whose perseverance has left a lasting impression on me. I had the privilege of helping Natalie in science. From the very beginning, Natalie approached chemistry not just as another subject, but as a stepping stone on her next journey. Natalie came to school with questions, ready to perform experiments, and the focus needed for a somewhat challenging subject. Natalie never gave up when reactions failed or answers didn't come easily. Natalie put many hours at home to maximize her success at school. And I have proof of all of her note cards that she made to help her prepare for chemistry. You can keep them if you would like. Chemistry teaches us that transformation happens under pressure. Elements bond, break apart, and reform into something entirely new. In many ways, your own journey has reflected that same process. Through many hours of work, difficult exams, and moments of uncertainty, you continue to grow stronger, more confident, and more determined. As you move forward into the next chapter of your life, remember this: the world needs people like you, people who think critically, who stay curious, and who are willing to experiment, fail, learn, and try again. As you continue in science and nursing, the discipline and passion you developed here will guide you far beyond the walls of this classroom. On behalf of all of your teachers, I want to say how proud we are of you, not only of your academic accomplishments, but of the person you have become. Congratulations, Natalie. Your future is full of limitless potential, and I cannot wait to see the extraordinary things you will do.
At this time, we recognize Van Philip Burkholder from Calico School District. When Van first came to LCA in February of last year, I think it's fair to say that motivation was not his top priority. But when Van returned this fall, we saw a completely different version of him. He came in determined, with a clear goal to graduate. The growth we saw in Van this year was tremendous, not just academically, but personally. He became someone his peers could look up to, the way he carried himself, reflected on his choices, and held himself accountable. Van is one of the most self-aware and accountable students I have ever had the opportunity to work with. While Van may still be on the quieter side, his wit will catch you off guard and make you laugh. One of my favorite moments this year was asking him what he was doing on his computer, only for him to confidently tell me he was watching UFC for his phys ed class, a class he was not even enrolled in. But beneath the humor is a student who has overcome a great deal of adversity and has continued to push forward anyway. Watching Van earn his diploma has been incredibly rewarding, and I am even more excited to see what comes next for him. Van, we are incredibly proud of you and everything you have accomplished. At this time, we recognize Melanie from Conestoga Valley School District with remarks shared on the behalf of Amanda Lowry.
Graduation is often described as an end of one chapter and the beginning of another. But for one student here today, this moment represents something even greater, proof of what determination, resilience, and hard work can accomplish. Melanie, as your teacher in biology and environmental science, I had the privilege of watching you take on challenges that would have overwhelmed many others. In a remarkably short period of time, you absorbed complex concepts, tackled demanding projects, and consistently pushed yourself to do more than what was expected of you to reach your graduation goal. Biology and environmental science teaches us that growth is rarely instant. It takes time, adaptation, and perseverance. Science reminds us that every action creates change, sometimes in ways that we cannot see immediately. You embodied both of these lessons. Even when the workload seemed impossible, you continued moving forward step by step. The amount you achieved in such a short time is extraordinary, but what truly makes it meaningful is the effort behind it. Success is not measured only by grades or completed work. It is measured by perseverance, growth, and courage to keep going when the path is difficult. And you showed all these qualities every single day. Your other teachers also noticed this and awarded you Student of the Quarter. You came to school on Fridays, even when it wasn't required of you, and I always look forward to seeing you and Olivia arrive Friday mornings with your coffee and your breakfast order from Starbucks and Dunkin'. As you move forward into the future, remember that the same determination that carried you through your classes will carry you through life's next challenges as well. The world needs people like you who are kind and caring, who think critically, and will be willing to work hard to make a difference. I could not be more proud of everything you have accomplished. Watching your growth has been an honor, and I have no doubt that it is only the beginning of what you are capable of achieving. Congratulations, Melanie. Your future is bright, and you have already proven that you are capable of extraordinary things.
At this time, we recognize Drake Oaks from Donegal School District with remarks shared on behalf by Kristen Staley.
The students at West refer to Drake as my assistant. There are a few reasons for this. For the past year, his permanent seat has been located at the front table, right next to me. While sitting there, he will often run to the copier if I print a paper, lead the Pledge of Allegiance for me, and fix problems with my laptop, which happened a lot. And honestly, I'm not sure I ever officially hired him, but at some point, Drake just accepted the position. But Drake is much more than my assistant, and after working with him in English, I came to realize that he is a gifted writer who is always willing to ask for feedback, and more importantly, actually use the corrections to improve his work. Drake never settled for doing the minimum. I would ask him if he wanted to fix his work or take the point deduction, and he always chose to make corrections. Not only that, but he could often be found with a group of peers, offering advice or encouragement, assisting with paper outlines, or helping classmates come up with story ideas. Drake naturally looks for ways to support the people around him, and that says a lot about his character. Drake is dependable, he is observant, he is quick to help, quick to laugh, and quick to make the people around him feel noticed. From early on, I realized that his work as a volunteer firefighter reflects the same qualities he brings into the classroom. He would arrive at school concerned about an accident victim or asking to check up on his fellow volunteers. He cares deeply about people. One of the things I appreciate most about Drake is that he shows up for others. Whether he's helping me with technology, checking on a classmate, or making sure the classroom keeps moving, Drake has shown again and again that he is someone people can count on. That type of character matters, and it is something I will always remember about Drake. Drake, I have no doubt that your teachers and classmates will remember you as well. They will remember your humor, your kindness, your helpfulness, and the way you were always the one to lead the Pledge of Allegiance, while reminding classmates politely to remove their hats. I will remember the way you took your unofficial job seriously, the way you helped without needing recognition, and the way you became such an important part of our class. As you move forward, I hope you will continue to carry those qualities with you. Continue to be the person who notices what others miss. Continue to be the person who steps in when help is needed. And please come back next year, because it's going to be hard to replace my assistant. Drake, I'm incredibly proud of you, and I cannot wait to see where life takes you next.
At this time, we recognize Kate Willenbacher from Elizabethtown Area School District. Are you ready for this one? Kate is truly a one in a million student. His personality, his humor, and energy could fill an entire room, usually before he even walked into it. Cade was the kind of student you heard before you saw, and somehow, shortly after he arrived to LCA, 3 of his friends from E-Town followed him here too. That is the kind of influence Cade has on people. We always joke that one day Cade is either going to become the CEO of a major company or accidentally start a cult. Either way, people are definitely going to follow him. And if you know Cade, you know there is always a good chance he is trying to get someone with a something on your shirt joke, and somehow it always works. But behind that humor and personality is a student with an incredible confidence and heart. There was a point this spring when graduation did not seem realistic. In March, Cade still needed 8.5 credits, and we had a very honest conversation with him about where things stood. During that meeting, Cade looked at us and simply said, "I got it." And if I'm being honest, I did not think he had it. But Cade did exactly what he said he would do. I generally hope every student who walks through the doors leaves with the kind of confidence Cade has in himself. And what makes that confidence even more special is that it's paired with a huge heart. Cade constantly checked in on other students, encouraged them, celebrated their successes with his own. The care he showed for others is something truly special. Now, I will not miss reminding a 17-year-old to keep his hands to himself every single day. But I can honestly say that Cade has made me a better leader, and I have no doubt he will leave a lasting impact wherever life takes him. Cade, we are incredibly proud of you and all that you have accomplished. At this time, we recognize Trent Fitzwater from Elizabethtown Area School District with remarks shared on his behalf by Kristen Staley.
The very first time I worked with Trent, I told him to rewrite his paragraph, and I think he laughed and said, "I'm done working with her." Thankfully for me, Trent came back the next day, used my comments, and wrote an excellent paragraph. From that day on, Trent became one of the hardest working students in my English class. He used an outline with tenacious care, and by that he mean he would not move on to the next section until I approved his work. Trent took the system I gave him to write and turned it into success. He became a better writer than I think he ever realized he could be. The talent was always there. He just needed someone to help him develop it and the confidence to believe he could do it. Not only did Trent figure out how to become successful in my English class, but he also became an encouragement for other students. I would often hear him telling classmates, "You have to use the outline and just keep giving it to Miss Kristen." At some point, Trent went from being the student receiving advice to the student giving it, and that says a lot about his growth. But beyond the hard work and determination, Trent brought something else into West every single day: joy. Trent has the kind of laugh that fills a room and the kind of personality that makes people want to be around him. He brought humor into the classroom, telling us stories of his antics outside of class and making every day lighter. His easygoing attitude, constant laughter, and ability to joke with both classmates and teachers made our classroom a better place to be. Trent, you should be incredibly proud of how much you have grown. You proved to yourself that hard work matters, that revision matters, and that success comes from refusing to give up when something is difficult. More importantly, you showed the people around you how to work hard while still bringing kindness, humor, and joy into the room. I have no doubt that those qualities will continue to take you far in life. Your coworkers and friends are going to appreciate the same things we did: your determination, your positivity, your humor, and your ability to make people feel comfortable around you. Trent, you will truly be missed. Our classroom will be a lot quieter without your laugh in it. I am incredibly proud of you, and I cannot wait to see what comes next for you.
We now recognize Isaiah Terry from Lancaster-Strasburg School District. With remarks from Jen Turner on his behalf.
Isaiah, you have successfully completed your graduation requirements, and we are proud of you. I know school has not been your favorite activity, but you kept showing up, and that persistence has paid off. Since you enrolled in September 2024, I have watched our staff support you every day. They have encouraged you to complete assignments and have brainstormed and tested a variety of techniques to motivate you to think harder, to think deeper, try harder, and push through the discomfort of the moment. Do you remember how Miss Vicky sat with you as you completed world geography? And when it was my turn to guide you through American government, I knew I could keep your attention if I included sports references. My apologies that there were not too many sports stars around in 1776. And now here we are, you're graduating, you're ready to embark on the next chapter in your journey. You possess a variety of tools that can help you succeed in life, including humor and social skills. Our hope is that you use your talents wisely as you pursue your passions and fulfill your potential. Thank you for allowing us to play a part in your life. Best wishes as you pursue the next chapter, Isaiah.
Up next, we recognize Olivia from Lancaster-Strasburg School District with remarks delivered by Lydia Cleese.
Hi, Olivia. Olivia has been with LCA for 2 years, spending time at both our Hack campus and our West campus. While she was initially unsure about moving to West, it ultimately turned out to be a positive step, helping her to stay focused, earn credits more efficiently, and she even moved closer in the process. She is a hard worker and a self-proclaimed loves math, which is why she saved it for last. But I always happy to see her face come in smiling. Sometimes we had to talk her off a ledge, but we got there. And I want to remind her of something I've seen proven true time and time again. You can do hard things. I know because I've seen you do them. Olivia plans to take a gap year before continuing her education to become a dental assistant. Congratulations, we are so proud of you.
Up next, we recognize Darian Messiah Taylor from Lampeter Strasburg School District with remarks delivered on the behalf of Joy.
Okay, congratulations on your high school graduation, Darian. I know you are eager to step away from school and live life on your own terms, which you kept telling me, but I hope you'll still pause to consider this next chapter. Remember that this is just the beginning of your journey in life. Like a number of other students who initially avoided working on their career connections class, I observed you to be a late bloomer who didn't let a slow start stop you from finishing strong. With continued persistence and hard work, I know you'll reach whatever additional goals you've set for yourself. You can develop more skills with time and practice, and as you embrace any challenge as an opportunity for learning. I wish the absolute best to you as you dive into the arts, master the culinary world as you get cooking lessons, and enjoy your favorite sushi. I hope you find plenty of time to explore your creative passions, dabble in different artistic mediums, and most importantly, get more sleep. By the way, I also want to sincerely commend you for having the best attendance and highest score among your peers on the Manufacturing Associate Program Assessment that earned you a globally recognized Manufacturing Associate Certificate. You have truly earned this success. Keep on shining, and may you serve as an inspiration to those around you.
Up next, we recognize Brody Longenecker from Mannheim Central School District. With remarks given by Lydia.
Amanda told me this was going to be 2 hours and plus, so you can thank me later for keeping mine short and sweet. It doesn't mean I don't appreciate all of the kids here, but Brody can do anything he puts his mind to. He has a great work ethic, and he finished 6 credits in a little over a year. His motivational donuts helped a lot, but I do agree we need to find a better donut shop. Somebody make that happen. Especially with consumer math, which again, you either love math or hate it. Most of the kids who save it for last hate it, so we needed the sugar to help us get through and keep us in a good mood. He is planning to continue to work construction with his family's business and has absolutely no plans for tomorrow, according to him. But congratulations, I know you're gonna do great things, and I am very, very proud of you.
Up next, we recognize Josiah Santiago from Mannheim Township School District with remarks delivered on his behalf by Diane Berryman.
Well, it appears you are well loved, huh? Yeah, okay. I wanted to tell you about a student named Josiah Santiago who didn't always fit the mold. For years, school felt like an uphill battle. In fact, he went to a number of different schools until he found the right one that fit his needs. And that school was Lancaster County Academy. Josiah had something far more powerful than a perfect GPA. He had grit and determination. He learned early on that falling behind meant that he had to learn how to climb. He showed up every day, asked for help when he needed it, and turned "I can't" into "I'll try again." I'm not worried about Josiah. He is clear-eyed and focused, has a full-time job that pays well, and he's a family man. Join me in congratulating Josiah Santiago.
Up next, we recognize Lily Hetherington from Manheim Township School District with remarks delivered on her behalf by Jen Turner.
Lily, you have been a pleasure to teach at LCA. I have watched you over the past 18 months push through adversities and thrive at our school. It has been my privilege to guide you through 3 social studies classes. You eagerly completed every assignment with attention to detail and a commitment to excellence. I remain grateful for your debugging expertise. Your suggestions have enabled me to improve each class for future students. Your thoughtful comments, questions, and suggestions demonstrate critical thinking skills that will help you succeed in the future. As we work together, I have also grown to appreciate your deep self-awareness. You always advocated for yourself in the classroom and willingly asked questions about assignments, petitioned for quiet study space when you needed to concentrate, and requested extra time when your brain was still waking up at 8 a.m. I also admire your ability to listen to your body and rest when you needed a break. Lily, you have big plans to join the Disney Imagineers, right? Did I get that right? Okay, big dreams. And I believe you will succeed at whatever educational and career paths you pursue. You're a responsible, dedicated, inquisitive, insightful, personable, and humorous young woman. We are grateful you earned your high school diploma at LCA and wish you all the best as you step into your bright future. Congratulations.
Up next, we recognize Matt Hill from Penn Manor School District. Matt Hill was one of the original OG students at LCA before I took over the program. When I first stepped into this role, Matt and I had a few moments. We butted heads over phone policies, being on time, and just about everything in between. But over time, what stood out most was not the conflict, it was Matt's persistence. Through adversity and challenges, he continued to show up for himself, even on the days it wasn't easy. We worked with him to step out of his academic shell, and he also participated in experiences like our field trip to the Lancaster Conservancy last year, which helped him grow in new ways outside of the classroom. One of my favorite moments was being able to call Matt's dad on his last day and reflect on how far he had come. His growth is incredible. Despite everything, Matt has met his graduation goals. He's a strong example of perseverance and growth, and he has shown what it means to keep going even when the path isn't easy. We are incredibly proud of you. Up next, we recognize Angelia from Penn Manor School District with remarks delivered on her behalf by Amanda Lowry.
Every year, teachers stand at this podium and speak about hard work, determination, and perseverance. And every once in a while, a student comes along who gives those words real meaning. This year, that student is you. I have watched you come to school carrying responsibilities far beyond what most high school students face. Yet you came to school every day with a smile on your face, ready to start the day. In fact, I don't think I've seen you without a smile on your face. Your smile lights up the room, and your laugh is infectious. Classmates and fellow teachers always looked forward to seeing you arrive. As teachers, we hope to inspire our students. But sometimes students inspire us. Watching you balance your job, parenthood, and school reminded me why perseverance matters. You showed us all that courage is not loud. Sometimes it looks like just showing up every day. You have shown your classmates, your teachers, and your family what determination looks like. Today, you stand here not just as a graduate, but as an example of strength. Sorry. So when you walk across the stage, I hope you do so with pride. From all of us who had the privilege of teaching you, we are proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. Congratulations.
Up next, we recognize Kendall Brooks from Penn Manor School District with remarks delivered by Kristen Staley. Kristen and Kendall worked closely together over the course of 3 English classes, and along the way, Kendall always found ways to critique Kristen's rubrics. So we thought it was only fitting that today Kendall finally gets the opportunity to score Kristen while she gives her speech.
All right, Kendall. Kendall's been waiting a long time to grade me on a speech using the same rubric I use on my students, which means there's a lot of pressure on me today. I have to make sure I do not lose points for swaying, fidgeting, saying using words like stuff or thing, or reading directly from my notes. So, Kendall, please forgive me if I seem nervous, but I'm really hoping for a high score. I want to start by sharing a few famous Kendall quotes. I found some typos in your assignment directions, so I emailed you the corrections. I'm not trying to be rude, but your essay topics are lousy. I read your comments on my essay, and here are all the ones I disagree with. And my personal favorite, when I would email Kendall, I counted the words you used in that sentence, and you used 34. Unacceptable. In all seriousness, students like Kendall are the reason I love teaching English. Kendall never approached English as just another class or another assignment to complete for points. Kendall approached it as an opportunity to grow, to think deeper, and to become better. That kind of mindset is rare, and it is something I have admired about Kendall from the very beginning. Because of Kendall's excellent writing ability, determination, and willingness to be challenged, we quickly moved beyond the high school level of writing and began focusing on college-level writing skills. Kendall was never satisfied simply with writing a good sentence or turning in work that was good enough. Kendall would take a sentence and revise it until it said exactly what it needed to say. That level of care shows not only talent, but maturity, discipline, and pride in one's work. What makes Kendall so special is not just the ability to write well, but the desire to keep improving. Kendall understands something that many people take years to learn. Strong writing is not just about grammar, structure, or vocabulary. Strong writing is about voice. It is about clarity. It is about knowing what you want to say and having the patience to keep working until your words match your thoughts. As an English teacher, there is nothing more rewarding than watching a student realize the power of their own voice. Kendall, it has been a joy to watch you discover the power of yours and use it, even in Harrisburg. Continue to write, continue to question, continue to revise, and continue to challenge yourself beyond what is expected. And please, never lose that part of you that notices the typos, questions the prompt, challenges the feedback, and refuses to accept a 34-word sentence when a stronger one is possible. That is not just what makes you a strong writer. That is what makes you successful far beyond this school. Kendall, I am incredibly proud of you. You have left a lasting impression on me, not only because of the work you produced, but because of the person you are. Thoughtful, determined, intelligent, honest, and driven. I have no doubt you will continue to do amazing things, and I am so honored to have walked through a part of this journey with you. And yes, I did just use the word things, so go ahead and take off the point.
Up next, we recognize Shayla Hood from Penn Manor School District with remarks delivered on her behalf by Margene Long.
They say high school is about finding yourself, but Shayla didn't just find herself, she owned the place. Shayla is fiercely focused and fueled by a beautiful, spunky attitude. She didn't just survive the last 4 years, she absolutely thrived. When a challenge came her way, she didn't blink. Shayla put her head down, she worked incredibly hard, and got exactly what needed to be done, usually with a witty comeback and a smile on her face. I still cannot figure out how she always typed things so well and so quickly with those long nails that were always so beautifully manicured. She proved that you can be laser focused on your goals without losing your spark. Shayla, your drive is inspiring, your energy is infectious, and the LCA family cannot wait to watch you conquer whatever comes next. Congratulations.
As we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates, we would also like to recognize 2 individuals who have helped countless students reach the milestones like this one now and are closing an important chapter on their own careers through retirement. First, we recognize Lydia, who has been a part of the Lancaster County Academy since 2009. During her time at LCA, Lydia has seen multiple campus moves, different directors, and continued the evolution of our school while remaining committed to supporting our students, family, and staff. Lydia has played an important role in shaping LCA into the program it is today, and her impact will continue long after her retirement. Today, we recognize Lydia with a bouquet of flowers featuring the original LCA colors. You're welcome. Teal and orange, colors Lydia always said made LCA stand out. We also want to recognize Gary Furman, who joined LCA following his retirement from Hempfield School District last fall. Even in a short time, Gary brought his own personality, experience, and support to our students and staff, continuing a lifelong commitment to education and student success. Today, we recognize Gary with an LCA tumbler and coffee, a staple at every campus he worked at, and something many of us came to associate with him each day. Lydia and Gary, thank you so much for your time, care, and dedication you have given Lancaster County Academy and to the students' lives who you have impacted. We are incredibly grateful for your service, and we wish you both the very best in retirement. Please join me in recognizing and thanking Lydia and Gary. As we conclude the awarding of diplomas, we have come to a tradition that marks the official completion of graduates' journey at Lancaster County Academy. Graduates, you have met the requirements of graduation, and I am honored to accept you into the class of 2026, into the ranks of the LCA alumni. Graduates, please stand. You arrived here today as students, and you will leave here today as graduates. At this time, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2026. You have officially graduated. Thank you, families, friends, and staff, and district partners for being a part of this special day. Graduates, we are proud of you and look forward to seeing what comes next. We are going to take the graduates back for one last senior photo, and then we will release them to you. Please join us for refreshments and coffee in the lobby. Thank you so much.